Ladies and gentlemen, let me start by thanking Dr. Tedros for his leadership of WHO in this difficult time. The International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies is fully committed to this global collaboration, the ACT Accelerator. As the largest volunteer-based humanitarian network, we join the call to assure equitable global access to new COVID-19 essential health technologies, starting from the most vulnerable communities in difficult and fragile contexts. Developing technologies, be it vaccines, drugs, or diagnostics, is a very important first step. Ensuring fair allocation and timely delivery to all in need is the greatest challenge. The time to prioritize equity is now. This means putting the most disadvantaged communities at the center of our collective response to this pandemic. We in IFRC pay tribute to 14 million Red Cross Red Crescent volunteers and all other volunteers for their heroic work at the community level in more than 192 countries. And we offer this network in support of this global effort to ensure that no one is left behind in this humanitarian crisis. The power of our humanity is and will be measured by how we collectively protect the weakest among us. Thank you.
Thank you, Jagan. Thank you, IFRC. Now I would like to invite my brother, Sir Dr. Jeremy Farrar, Director, Wellcome Trust. Jeremy, you have the floor.
Dr. Tedros, Your Excellencies and colleagues from around the world, thank you very much for bringing us together. Amidst the horror of this pandemic, this partnership does offer us our greatest hope, and also by bringing everybody together, the greatest chance to deliver. The whole world is affected, and the whole world must come together to find an equitable way through this. We must leave no one behind, as we've heard repeatedly today. Physical distancing, testing, isolation, and the best clinical care are absolutely crucial now. But this is now a human endemic infection. It will not disappear. This is not SARS. The only true exit strategy is through science and the manufacturing of that science and the equitable distribution to the world to make sure everybody receives it independent of their ability to pay. And we do need all. We need diagnostics, we need treatment, and we need vaccines. And we have to have the capacity to deliver them, not just make them. This is what this unprecedented partnership can, and this is what this unprecedented partnership will deliver. Thank you to the inspirational comments and support from all the world leaders, to the WHO, to the global agencies, to citizens and to philanthropy, and also to the private sector who have come together under the coordination of the WHO in an unprecedented way to address an unprecedented crisis. A chance to end this pandemic through multilateralism. And out of this pandemic and out of this crisis, the chance to actually forge a better world which is more equitable and which commits to public health. That is the prize of our time. Yes, for COVID, but actually beyond COVID to the whole of public health. And it's a question of social justice and equity. It's a question of the sort of world that we want to live in. Thank you, Dr. Tedros. Thank you to yourself, the great leadership through this, but also thank you to your great team alongside you who have made this happen, and it has not been always easy. And I pay tribute to all the healthcare workers all over the world who are putting their lives at risk so that all of us can be that little bit safer. The hard work starts now, and nobody should be under any illusion this is going to be incredibly hard work. But together we can, together we will, and together we must. Dr. Tedros, thank you very much for your leadership.
Thank you, Jeremy. I fully agree. Together. And I also would like to borrow your word, a better world out of this difficult situation. Thank you so much for reminding us that. You have heard from our political leaders, our agency leaders, and now the next group will be the business leaders. We don't believe that this initiative will succeed without the private sector. So I have colleagues who will be speaking representing the private sector. The private sector is central to the success of this initiative. And I would like to invite Mr. Thomas Coney, Ambassador Thomas Coney, Director General, International Federation of Pharmaceutical Manufacturers, IFPMA. You have the floor, Thomas.
Now I'm unmuted. Thank you, Dr. Tedros. The biopharmaceutical industry is acutely aware of the enormous responsibility we have to patients and society to engage in unprecedented levels of collaboration to find a solution to COVID-19. We stand ready to bring to this partnership our unique knowledge and expertise in the discovery and development of medicines and vaccines, as well as our experience in building manufacturing capacity and distribution networks. Today, scientists in the public and private sector hold the keys to our common goal, the swift end of the COVID-19 pandemic. We are proud to be part of this landmark global partnership and are fully committed to its goal to accelerate development, production, and equitable global access to safe, effective, and affordable COVID-19 therapeutics and vaccines. In the fight against COVID-19, we must ensure that no one is left behind. We will only succeed in this journey together. Thank you, Dr. Tedros.
Thank you so much, Thomas. And now we move to another colleague, Ms. Hanan Subol, Chair, the International Generic and Biosimilar Medicines Association. Madam, you have the floor.
Tedros, Your Excellency, beside the need for the novel treatments to combat COVID-19, there is a tremendous need for existing medicines to treat infected patients. The global generic and biosimilar medicines industry, IGBA, is living up to its vision to improve access to those cost-effective quality medicines worldwide. We call on the global community and political leaders to support this landmark collaboration to ensure that every single patient around the globe is treated. Thank you.
Thank you so much indeed. And now the next speaker will be the President of the Developing Countries Vaccine Manufacturers Network, Mr. Sai Prasad. I think if you can unmute probably.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Tedros. We, the Developing Country Vaccine Manufacturers Network, hereby express our steadfast commitment to support COVAX's objectives. Our network of manufacturers supply more than 3 billion doses of vaccines in 170 countries every year. Our commitment to COVID access is expressed in 3 distinct ways. First, many companies in our network are developing vaccines against COVID-19. Second, our network of manufacturers are based across countries around the world with manufacturing facilities, capacities, and expertise, which are ready to be deployed when vaccines are available for COVID-19. Third, and most importantly, we continue to manufacture and supply other life-saving vaccines which are critical for global public health. Dr. Tedros, the co-hosts, Your Excellencies, we appreciate the opportunity to serve the global community with this call to action. And we leave you with the statement, leave no one behind. Thank you.
Leave no one behind. Thank you, Dr. Prasad. Namaste. Thank you so much.
Namaste.
Thank you. So we have listened to our political leaders, agency leaders, business leaders, and now I will move into our other speakers. Two of them are special envoys, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, and also Sir Andrew Whitty. So I will start with Ngozi. My sister, you have the floor, and congratulations, and thank you also for accepting our challenge to be a special envoy for this very, very important initiative, ACT and Accelerate. Thank you. Ngozi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, please.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Tedros. Thank you for your leadership under these difficult times. Thank you, Your Excellencies, for coming together on this global endeavor. I won't say much except to say it's an honor to accept this task, to serve the global common good, and to act as a bridge to the developing world, especially to my continent, Africa. Equity, access, and affordability are the key tenets of our efforts and should remain the key tenets. We must all come together and work to achieve all this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ngozi. Thank you so much indeed. And Ngozi is also selected as special envoy by His Excellency President Cyril Ramaphosa to lead the COVID response event in Africa, and she will act as a bridge between Africa and this initiative, and that will be a very, very important role. So having said that, now I'll move to Sir Andrew Whitty, former CEO of GSK, and now our special envoy. You have the floor, and thank you so much for accepting to really lead this effort. Thank you.
Dr. Tedros, thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm humbled to have been asked to undertake this role to support this unprecedented coalition. And all I want to say simply today is I'm absolutely committed to working with all of the partners to build on all of the work that's been done already, to avoid duplicating work, to help catalyze the fantastic efforts that have already been undertaken, with a mission to achieve great equitable access to the various tools that we know we need to deal with this pandemic. Please count on me for open-minded, energetic support and engagement, and I simply ask in return for your support and collaboration in helping us to work forward to bring this to an end as quickly as possible. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Andrew Whitty. So we're coming to the end of our launch. Thank you so much to all our political leaders who have given your support and for your leadership. And thank you also to our agency leaders, to our business leaders, and also to our envoys. This is everybody's business, as you said, and we will do everything to make this initiative a success as partners. And I would also like to end this launch by reminding you that May 4th will be the pledging event that will be hosted by European Commission, and you have already heard from President Ursula von der Leyen and other participants of this launch, and we hope to see you all then on May 14 to make the pledging event a success. So thank you so much again from our side, and united we can defeat this virus. And we have to fight it in unison. Thank you so much again. May 4. Again, sorry, I think I said May 14. The pledging event is May 4. And let's join the European Commission and President Ursula von der Leyen to make this pledging event a success. May 4 is the date. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tedros, and thanks to all our guests. We will have a transcript available from this event in hopefully next couple of hours, because there were little audio issues with some of the speakers, so hopefully that will be helpful. We will be also sending you documents regarding this event, as well as other news from WHO regions and country offices. Next press conference on COVID-19 will be on Monday. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you.
For the Reuters live service. This is the primary audio circuit for the Reuters live service. This is the primary audio circuit for the Reuters live service. This is the primary audio circuit for the Reuters live service. This is the primary audio circuit for the Reuters live service. This is the primary audio circuit for the Reuters live service. This is the primary audio circuit for the Reuters live service. This is the primary audio circuit for the Reuters live service. This is the primary audio circuit for the Reuters live service. This is the primary audio circuit for the Reuters live service. This is the primary audio circuit for the Reuters live service. This is the primary audio circuit for the Reuters live service. This is the primary audio circuit for the Reuters live service. This is the primary audio circuit for the Reuters live service. This is the primary audio circuit for the Reuters live service. This is the primary audio circuit for the Reuters live service. This is the primary audio circuit for the Reuters live service.